Dave here, back out here for a little Monte Monday action. Over the weekend, we had the nephews out here. We did some art project out in the shop, and they really wanted to work on a car. Ever since they were here last year and they did the #1 dad sign, all they talked about for the last year was coming back here and working on cars. So I gave them a scraper and a drill with the wire wheel, and I let them go to town cleaning up this front frame section. It makes me happy to see, kids interested in doing this stuff. It's becoming a lost art form. So, if you got a car like this that it can't get no worse from weather and neglect over the years, let them bang on it. Let them, scrape some stuff, clean some stuff. They ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let them get interested. It's cool to see kids interested in this stuff. So I let them do their thing for probably about an hour before we fed them, and then they took off. So I'm back out here this morning to pick up where they left off. I cleaned up all the oil dry that was underneath it from the transmission leaking everywhere when we pulled the motor last week or the week before. I think it was last week. So I jacked it up. I took it off the ramps that were in the front. I put it on jack stands so that we can take the wheels off and be able to get in here better. I don't know how much of all this that I'm going to take apart because it needs new ball joints and tie rod ends. It could probably use control arm bushings. Well, not probably. It can use control arm bushings. So it's going to get all taken apart at some point before this thing hits the road for actual driving. I mean, we might test drive it, but actual driving and going cruising in this thing, it needs to be done. I have been looking at like tubular control arms and everything for the rear. I've kind of glanced at them for the front. They are a little on the pricey side, so we'll have to see when that time comes. It may just get all removed and replaced with tubular stuff, or we may go the cheaper route and just replace all the bushings and whatnot. But for now, I'm going to take the wheels off, and we're going to start cleaning some stuff. That side took a little extra to get off, but it came off. So I'm gonna get the needle scaler, and we're just gonna start stabbing at everything and getting everything cleaned up. We'll see how far I get before I get distracted. This last week I've just been distracted by everything. I've been trying the last week to vacuum my shop. I vacuum in here all the time. I try and keep it clean, but it's been a while since I've done all the nooks and crannies and underneath stuff, and there's spider webs and dust and dirt and all that stuff, and every time I try and do it, I move something and I see something and get distracted, and that's it. The other day I was gonna go put a box of parts out in the Jeep that's sitting outside, and I seen the Jeep had a flat tire, and I wanted to move the Jeep, and I started filling the tire on the Jeep so I could move it, and then I ended up putting air in all the tires on the vehicle out here on the property, and before I knew it, it was lunchtime, and I never even got done what I originally set out to do, or even move the Jeep. So just distractions, I tell you. got some helpers today, so I'm gonna put them to work, one with the scraper and one with a little wire wheel on the drill, and get them to cleaning. So you take your scraper and just kind of start scraping. See how it's all coming off in there? Anything that you see that's dirty, start scraping. You can do the same thing with the wire wheel. Anywhere that it's dirty, you hit it with the wire wheel. Watch, you'll see it come clean. See it come clean? You don't have to push hard. Just let the wire wheel do its thing.
I think you just like using power tools.
Yes, I do.
Hey, make it shine.
Get down here.
Okay.
I know. Oh, I know.
With this, like I would come this way, like turn your drill this way and come along the top of that. That way you get into that crack, you know. There you go.
But then I don't have to scrape all of this.
Yeah, look at all that.
How you doing over here? Good? You getting nice and clean?
Hit the left and stroke button. Way better. I'm taking a break.
Okay, you take a break.
That's
You taking a break too, Ben? Or you want the chair?
Oh, he just wants to take off.
You can put it up on the toolbox if you want.
I might be back.
You might be back. Okay.
I might use the.
Find out how lunch is going.
I might use that. Actually,
You want to try the drill?
yeah. I know how to use the drill.
Where's the scraper?
There.
You got that spot clean. That would work like around here. Look at all the dirt back here.
You should move the camera over here or something.
The cameraman's fired.
I can be the cameraman.
You're the worker. I'm the cameraman.
You're fired.
Yeah.
How about that?
There you have it. You gonna work on cars when you get older? back out here this evening on the Monte Carlo. We left off earlier this afternoon with getting this kind of all needle scaled up, and Colleen coming out here and saying that, you know, to do some research and see what would it cost to start replacing some stuff up here. So I went in and I did some research, and it looks like everything steering component wise, tie rod ends, ball joints, new linkage, whatever all this stuff is called up front, it's new everything. Everything would be brand new, and doing the upper control arms and lower control arm, new bushings inside there, new ball joints upper and lower, from Detroit Axle, so American made, not some Chinese stuff. We're roughly around $250, so we're gonna get that stuff ordered. Hopefully in the next couple weeks it'll be here. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get, I think right now we're just gonna finish up the video. It's getting late at night. I kind of took the evening off. It was the hottest point of the day. It was 106 outside. And that was actually getting a little closer to the evening that it was 106. I believe it was probably a little hotter out during the time that we took off. So that's with the heat index and the humidity and whatnot, but it was hot. So we took some time off. Now it's late. I don't want to break out the needle scaler. I said it in other videos, I do have neighbors, so I think we'll just kind of finish this up. I'm gonna hit it a little bit with some wire wheel and clean up a little bit more over here on this side. Next week we'll do the same thing to the other side. We will get that side all needle scaled up, wire wheeled. And that'll probably be it for that week. By that time, hopefully all the new parts will be here, or at least on their way, and we can start taking all this stuff apart. Then we can finish cleaning everything. We can start getting everything pressed out and taken apart and painted, and then we can start putting all the new stuff in and put it back together. It'll be nice to actually have something done. The back end is a lot easier. It's 8 bolts and the entire, you know, thing is out. 8 bolts and 2 shocks and the entire thing is out. That's why we went ahead and painted everything in the back. You know, still got to do bushings in the back or replace all the control arms. There's the 4 control arms in the back. Those ain't badly priced. Before this thing hits the road, we'll do something with that back there, but it's done, it's painted, it's ready to go. I was really not wanting to take this all apart, get it painted, put it back together, just to take it back apart to replace everything. So it looks like we're gonna replace everything while we have it apart. Everything will go back together new, and it'll be done. Other than shocks and springs and brakes. But that's just a lower ball joint. So when we go to put it back together, I won't tighten up that lower ball joint. We'll just kind of put the nut on it and call it at that. And before it hits the road, we'll have to put new shocks and springs in it. But we are going to lower this car a little bit. I'm looking at the 1.5 inch lowering springs to 2 inch. They're about $100 difference for that 1/2 inch. So we'll be getting those at some point in time too. But I'm happy to get some stuff ordered. I'm happy that something's gonna go back together with new stuff. It'll feel good. So let's do a little cleaning. Where's my safety specs?
Oh, wow. Where's the other tool?
What's the scraper?
Yeah. I'm using that. I do that too.
Nice job.
Scrape over here. Only Tom makes this.
He meant like and subscribe.
You don't have to do that.
Back.
Scraping. Let's go! And come check out this one. I did all this right here. I scratched it up. I'm still working on it. Nice. Hi.
Lunchtime.
Lunch.
You guys really went to town on this thing.
Yeah. Lunchtime. Be back right on.
Next year.
Next year. See ya.
Alright, so that's it for having my little helpers today. Those kids wait all year to come over to Auntie Colleen's house and work out in the shop. You know, it's becoming a lost art farm. You know, you got an old car like that and the kids want to work on it. There's nothing that they can do to that car that nature and neglect haven't already done. If they want to work on it, let them work on it. You know, it's, if anything, they helped clean some of the stuff off that I had to do anyway, so they were a huge help. I look forward to them coming out every year. I'm glad to see these younger generations, you know, still wanting to keep, you know, what we do alive. You know, a lot of these newer cars, you know, other than being a mechanic or maybe a collision specialist, you know, there's really not a lot of the restoration stuff in these newer cars. They're all plastic. So, you know, if they want to come bang around on some metal and scrape on some metal, hey, I'm happy to see them do it. So. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. You know, there's definitely more to clean up, but you know, as we take this thing apart, we'll clean up what we can't get to. So right now there's stuff we just can't get to because everything's so put together. So, you know, I think next week we'll come back over here. Like I said, we'll needle scale, we'll wire wheel over there. And then the following week, we will start taking everything apart and yeah, clean it and paint it as we go. So I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I'm out.